For review, I have World's Greatest Mego Monsters 8-inch series, Victor Crowley, from the 2007 horror film Hatchet. The card has eye-catching red, a nice illustration by Mark Armstrong Rad. I wish the Victor art was a little higher on the card. This was probably done so you could spot the Mego logo quicker and also emphasize the new 26 points of articulation body. I like how the Hatchet title and the figure's name, they did that very nice. The back of the card has a production still of the character, and boy, does Victor look scary. If the Hatchet film was released in the 70s and Mego secured the license, it would look just like this. The simplicity of look of this figure on the card has that nostalgia 1970s how Mego would have created and released this figure. The head sculpt is by Andy Koval. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. And I do like what he did here. It is a nice head sculpt, but I do not see Victor Crowley in it. More of one of those cannibal mutants like in the film Hills Have Eyes, Wrong Turn, in this head sculpt. I think he did a great job with it. The hair is going to limit the head from turning side to side, so keep that in mind on this figure. The paint apps are nice. That's what's probably giving it more cannibal mutants feel to it. The outfit is simple. The denim overalls with black elastic suspenders. The shirt I think is done to cover up the body so the blood and dirt doesn't need to be applied by hand. Reminds me of Mego's vintage Tarzan figure. A beige coverall was made to cover the rivets, so now here we get the full Mego effect. The shirt is weathered decent. To me it looks like tie-dye. If Victor wore a t-shirt during his murderous spree, after a week it probably looks something like this. I'm surprised that these boots are glossy. They should have had a matte finish. The axe is included, which is Victor's choice of tool to murder with. The axe has basically simple paint app. I like how they put the blood on both ends of the axe blade, and the figure can hold the axe very easily. An important warning about these new Mego bodies with the 26 points of articulation. When you bend the joint, they're very tight to a point where sometimes you could break off a part of the limb. My advice would be to take it, either put it in hot water for about 90 seconds to 2 minutes, or use a blow dryer and heat up the joints to soften them up so you could pose them, because they're very tight to joints. You cannot beat the price on this figure. Plus, if you are a Mego fan in general and love collecting their different line, this figure is as Mego as they get, and it pays tribute to the 70s line. I do really like the head sculpt, and we'll do a custom mutant cannibal with him. And remember, be careful with the tight joints on these new Mego bodies with 26 points of articulation.